Shalom. First and foremost, when I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Shai, double honors unto the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Pack him out there on the four corners, teaching the truth and sincerity. This is Dasha Require Moth of the GMS Dallas camp. Coming at you with a quick hit, Lord's will. If it goes longer than such, hey, it's the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Baba Kushai, I hope that the elect are edified. Um, I'm just going to go into we cannot, tell you who to serve. You have to have the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai, that guides you, first and foremost, and then you have to have faith in Him. So I'm just going to jump right into the scriptures, and Lord's willing, this is edifying to the hopeful elect. This is Psalms chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, "Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth." Because we are supposed to be kings and priests under the priesthood of Melchizedek. All right. Verse 11, it says, "Serve Yahweh by Shemi Shai with fear and rejoice with trembling." All right, because fear, the fear of Yahweh by Shemi Shai is the beginning of cleaving unto Him. It's like if I'm saying that wrong, but I believe it's in Ecclesiasticus 25. Let me go to it real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25. I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, "The fear of Yahweh by Shemi Shai is the beginning of His love." It's like it for that. "And faith is the beginning of cleaving unto Him." So you have to have the fear of Yahweh by Shemi Shai, to even acquire faith. And what did Yahweh Shai say? He said, "When I come back, will I find faith upon the earth?" Because faith is the beginning of cleaving unto Him. But I'm gonna go back to that Psalms chapter 2. And it's like it. This is Psalms chapter 2. I'm going to start back at 11. It says, "Serve Yahweh by Shemi Shai with fear," as we just read. The fear of Yahweh by Shemi Shai is the beginning of His love. All right, and rejoice with trembling. All right, and for those who say that we shouldn't worship Yahweh Shai, this is verse 12. It says, "Kiss the Son, lest He be angry, and ye perish from the way." And that's the way that He has set before you, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right? Because wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. All right? So for those that say that, we shouldn't worship Yahweh Shai, what does this mean? All right? Who is the Son that this is talking about? Okay? It says, "Kiss the Son, lest He be angry, and ye perish from the way, when His wrath is kindled but a little." Okay? And it says in that Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12 that He chastises the elect, or the nation of Israel, little by little, just to keep them in the way. I'll pull that after this. It says, "Blessed are all that they Salakia. Blessed are all they that put their trust in Him." That put their trust in the Son. Okay, because the Son is the one that came down here and died for you. All right, for the elect of the nation of Israel and the 1/3. All right, but I'll get that Wisdom of Solomon 12, just so I'm not speaking idle. This is Wisdom of Solomon. I'll start at the top. Wisdom of Solomon 12:1. "For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things." For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore chastenest thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on thee, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is correcting you. He is keeping you in line, as it says in that Sirach 23. You know, Sirach 23. I start at the top. O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Father and Governor of all my whole life, leave me not in their counsel, and let not Salakia, and let me not fall by them. Right, and this is going into the 2/3, because they want the downfall of the righteous men, right? Because they're taught by their father, the devil, which is Esau, to stay in their folly, stay in their dogma, their bull. All right, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which woke us up from that sleep state, because it's through Yahweh Shai that we're even pushing for the mark right now. But yet these other camps are telling us that we don't have to worship the sun. What idiocy is that? That is complete and utter, disrespect. It said, "Kiss the sun, lest he be angry." And in his anger, he's not going to pardon your transgressions. And I'll pull that Exodus next after this. It says, verse 2. It says, "Who will set scourges over my thoughts, and discipline of wisdom over mine heart," which is your mind, your heart, mind, and soul, your la'ab. All right, and what's the discipline? The discipline is to keep you in the straight way. It's that straight gate. It's wisdom. It says it here, wisdom over mine heart. That they spare me not for mine ignorance, because your ignorance is your flesh. All right. And it passed not by my sin, because what's that? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The flesh wants to sin. It desires to sin. So it's that constant battle. And who is our high priest? Who is the one that is standing by us in this great fight that we're going in day by day? And that's Yahweh Shai, because he's up there being the bridge, to the Father for our sakes. But I'll continue. It says, "Lest my ignorance increase," we lose the way, and we only can lose the way is if we choose to remove ourselves from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's hand. Okay, I'll read that again. "Lest my ignorance increase, and my sin abound to my destruction, and I fall before mine adversaries," these 2/3, these other nations, and Esau, "and I fall before mine adversaries, and mine enemies rejoice over me." And they've been doing that for the past 400 years, on this go round. But before then, whenever we were in the nation of Egypt, they were rejoicing over us then, because Jake didn't have the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Now, coming back into the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we have these two Tertians, these other camps coming up telling us that, oh, we don't know. We still in the desert, walking around, and we don't know. Nah, man, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has set up a way, and we are following that way to the T. And that's through the elders and apostles, the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, as it says in Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. All right, so I'll pull that out there. So many precepts coming to my head. This wasn't even what I written down to go into. Okay, but hey, it's the spirit above all things. But it says, "Lest my ignorance increase, and my sins abound to my destruction, and I fall before mine adversaries, and my enemies rejoice over me, whose hope is far from thy mercy," from the mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, because Yahweh Shemel Shai has mercy for the elect in the 1/3, as it says in Baruch 6. You know, I'm gonna pull all of them. All right, I'm gonna go to Baruch 6 and hop back to the other ones that I called out for, or Baruch 6 or letter to Jeremiah. I'm gonna start at 6 and 7. It says, "But say in your heart, O Yahweh Shemi Shai, we must worship thee. For mine angels is with you, and I myself careth for your souls." So Yahweh Shemi Shai cares for the elect in the 1/3. Okay, because he has put us on this earth to follow him. All right, because he's going to be the one that guides us, because we have trust in what he is putting forth upon the face of the earth. We are not following these other camps, okay, because we see the wickedness pouring out of them day by day. They're lying, they're murmuring, we see all the bull. Okay, but I'll go to Exodus 23. I'll start at verse 20. It says, "Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way, and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him, obey his voice, provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him." So, who is this? Who is this talking about? There's an angel that was set up, okay, that will keep us in the way, and that's the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai, because he is set up to keep us in the way because we are following his example. All right. It says, "Beware of him and obey his voice." What is his voice? His voice is the whole roll from Genesis to Revelations, even in the Apocrypha. His voice is in there. Okay. Continuing on, it says, Salaki, it says, "For he will not pardon your transgressions." Can an angel pardon your transgressions? No. You have power over the angels. But this angel that was made specifically for you, and how you interact in this world today and all your other past lives, he has guided you up to the point right now. So why would you forsake him? You need to pick what side of the line that you on. Okay? We can't do that for you. All right? You have to already have this in your spirit. And that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai. It says it several times. You can go to Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. You can go to 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. All right? It's there. You need to search this out for your own. And you need to be fully persuaded in your heart, that Yahweh Shemi Shai, who died for your sins, if you are of the elect, we can't do that for you. Just like it says in what else I was gonna get? Salakia. I got too far ahead of myself. I think I forgot a precept, but it's the spirit regardless. I'm gonna go to Revelations. Is it chapter 22, verse 11? The Salakia. There's a scripture that says, "Let the wicked be wicked still." I don't think this is the chapter, but that was the point. Let the wicked be wicked still, because we cannot tell Jake, we cannot tell 2/3, to get right. That was never going to happen regardless. All right, Yahweh Shemi Shai has already set up a perfect branch already. Those ones that turned back from their wickedness. Better yet, I'll get that Wisdom of Solomon 18, and I'll start at verse 9. It says, "For the righteous children of good men," that precept came back. For the righteous children of good men did sacrifice secretly, and with one consent made a holy law, that the saints should be like partakers of the same good and evil. So the saints of Yahweh Shemel Shai, which are the brethren of Yahweh Shemel Shai from the foundation of the earth, will be like partakers, of the same good and evil of the same tree of life, which is wisdom, having wisdom. Okay, continuing on, of the same good and evil, the fathers now sing out the song of praise, and the song of praise is giving homage unto him. Man, is giving homage unto him. Now, that one that left but came back was that Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 31. It says, "Thou shalt put her on as a robe of honor, and shalt put her about thee as a crown of joy," because that's the wisdom that's going to keep you in line in this truth. All right, continuing on, it says, "My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught." So we are children in this. Yahweh Shemel Shai is calling us his sons, and if you want to be taught, this is how you get taught. All right, it says, "And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent." That means searching out details, going into, the meaning of words. All right, no other camp is doing that. All right, only GMS is doing that. Camp of Great Millstone. Okay, the ones that are going to be the ones that knock down the statue. Okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, continuing on, it says, verse 33, "If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding, and if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise." All right, because the only way that we're going to be wise is because we have wisdom, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and strength of salvation. Wisdom is only given unto the elect anyway. It's not given to anybody else. It's not given to the 2/3. A 2/3 can't understand wisdom. It says in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7, it says wisdom does not reside in any filthy thing, loosely paraphrasing. All right. So continuing on, in verse 33, it says, "If thou," verse 34, it says, "Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise." So, right now, this Sakari dude, he ain't being wise. He's not being prudent. Okay, the only ones that are being prudent are the elders and the apostles of GMS. Every other elder is bugged the fuck out. So, for my speech, but they're bugged out, man. All these other camps are bugged out, bro. Who are we going to follow, to acquire wisdom from Yahweh Shemel Shai? The men that's been out there for the past 30 plus years toiling. Those men. So if you aren't coming up in the right, banner, if you're not coming up in the right stead, man, hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai, Abaratazah, you get it, but if you don't, I see you in the kingdom. That's all I can say to you. Okay? Because, hey, right now, we too close to this thing to start messing up now. Man, I'm going to go ahead and bow out. Hey, with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shemel Shai, double honors to elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.